Hello everyone, my name is K-Hug, you can call me Kyler, and welcome back to the Season 2 Let's Play Minecraft Survival series. Whether you're a long-time subscriber or just stumbled in here, I want to thank you for all of your support, so hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, share with your friends, and leave some kind words in the comments down below. Speaking of, we have a couple new people to add to the community member board, so let's head on over there. Alright, before we get into what we're going to do today, I just have a couple new people to invite onto our community member board. So thank you both, Real and Nanny Cobwebs. Welcome to the community. I hope you've been enjoying the series thus far and continue to do so. Let me get you on here. Real and Nanny, you heard it right, Nanny Cobwebs. Thank you guys for all your support. Keep up the comments, all of you out there. Do not forget to hit the subscribe button. Leave a comment if you have subscribed. I cannot get you added up here without seeing your name in the comments down below. It is time to get into the video. I have done some more of the terraining features. Let's see if I can get a good aerial view from here. I have begun to get the basalt done, which is super tedious all the way around the outskirts. I have that staircase in as well. It's not fully complete. It'll match this one, similarly match this one. And yeah, you'll see something new here, minus the holes. We're going to figure that out, and I will take you over there in just a hot minute. But what I have discovered is why not use all of the nether items, and here is soul sand, which is super awesome because check this out, look at the little soul particles, and I am so fast on this. Okay, this is normal. I am not moving at any speed. This is a walking speed, and as soon as I touch this, we are just incredibly quick. I might actually use this. I did not know soul sand and soul speed gave you a speed boost. I may use this in a lot of builds going forward. The only problem is if you lose track of your boots or you die, you have to go recover them, then you're gonna walk at this pace. Nope, like at this pace across the map. And that is unfortunate, but I added a piece here and we added a piece. There goes our tree that we removed over here. My plan is with this side, let's go ahead and waste a few more rockets. Let's get up here in a nice little perch. These trees are perfect. My plan for this side is leaving that like as it is. We gotta mix in some of that black stone, some of the basalt and the magma down this little river thing. But then I want to continue this around and mostly on this side over here. We're gonna have a huge flat over here, just a soul sand dunes, I guess, if you will. I don't know what the actual biome is, but the reason I am doing that, and I haven't really alluded to this yet, but we have to figure out what we're doing with this trench rather than filling it in and into this cave system here. So this little bit here is going to be a transition from the netherrack into the soul sand, and down inside of here, which I don't know if you've seen this yet, there's a zombie in here, a couple zombies in here. I'll have to light this bad boy up. But this is going to be a ravine that is full of the warped biome. So this whole this whole trench here will be full of the warped blocks, which will look pretty cool from an aerial perspective. And then I think once we get it out here and the warped comes up and starts transitioning into this, which I might not do it up here, I might just dig this out and have it flow straight through. But inside of here, we can design something, and hopefully, fingers crossed, I would love to put a custom luscious cave in here. I think this would be a cool place for that. Whether or not we do that is unknown, just because I have yet to find a lush cave, which means I have no moss, I have no glowberries, and I have no of those creepy plants that drip things. The drippy plants, that's what we're calling them. That is the updates I have for the terrain features I've been adding. I really have got myself stuck here. I'm trying not to use a rocket. Here we go. I guess I will anyways. I just love how fast you are on this. This might be a good avenue. There's something to remember for future videos and series and different builds. So you can see all the basalt along here coming along pretty well. We got this exit. We just don't have what's underneath it here done. On the other one, we have some black stone details underneath here to cover these lights up and things like that. So this is getting pretty close to being done. And once I get in here, down and around, done, I'm going to work on getting these hallways dug out. I've dug out more on, I believe this one? Yes, this one is now like 4x6 all the way through, as well as this one here. Yes. So we've got the work done partially. They're 80% dug out. We got to continue digging them out, and then we have to continue designing them like this, including the rest of this one as well. Yes, another project we've started and not completed. So I'm really trying to focus. I know we have the Hall of All to build, and ooh, yeah, I'm well aware it needs done. It definitely needs some attention, but I want to get the caldera done first and get back in and finish the base structure. You can see I've added some more tiers here, and then we can start focusing on things outside of base. Now, what we're going to do today is just a little bit of work around here. We're just going to get some base things done. I do have some other things up and coming. Not today, unfortunately. I wish I had those prepared for you, but I think it's about time that we go on the hunt for Wither Skulls and go fight the Wither. Some beacons would be cool if we can get some regeneration, maybe some jump boost and some weird things in here. I think it would make this all that much better. I also am thinking about doing like a little parkour course. We got to practice up our parkour skills. We're lacking in that department, and what better way than to build our own little course and go through that. We may get some helpful hints and tips from other people, other videos on how to make these things, because I haven't obviously built the parkour course. Shouldn't be hard to do, but rather than trying to completely figure it out on our own, maybe we can at least get some helpful hints. So we've got the finish the base coming up. We've got the Wither Skulls coming up, which means the Wither fights, which means, and I said fights with an S, plural, because we want to do it more than once so we can get multiple beacons throughout our base. After the Wither fights and get the multiple beacons, we're doing parkour course. We've got to finish the Hall of All, and we've got some other decorative ideas for that. That will be for another time when we get into that. But for now, let's get into what we are going to do today, and that is the second story of the base. I want to get something, just something done up here. I have been building these walls up a little bit, and I for sure want to have solid bits, and I will explain why later on these center panels, but I would love to have some way to access the outside. I know that sounds weird. Maybe these whole square areas we keep solid, but in the little diagonal right there. I don't know if it's a good view. Let's go maybe down below, get a better view, and land right here. Okay, so maybe we leave the 3 sections you see there closed, and then these corner bits will be open, but then you won't be able to see it from in here. I don't know. We're just trying to figure out a way to be able to easily pass through with an elytra and be able to see into the base and have some like open air design, but also closed off enough to have some stuff up there. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and head to the Nether, and that is because we need a bunch of this blackstone, and I have some advancements done to the Piglin Trading Center. And here it is in all of its glory. So the new update that I've added, yes, thank you for talking to me while I was doing it, is now I can place we fill this golden chest of golden goodies from the gold farm, and then we just set it on top, and it slowly works in. Actually, the thing's still got some more to go. Is there anything in this guy? Yeah, it's still got some action left in it, but simply put, it is a way to get an entire shulker box inside the system to be able to now go into the expanded basement and grab all our bits out of here. It doesn't look like there's much, but I have been cleaning out a ton of this, and you can see these little empty spots, and that's because I've been pulling out all of the soul sand for this big soul sand dunes that we're adding. But throughout this entire process, we have been non-stop collecting all of these solid blocks, and look at all of the blackstone for us to use and expanding the base. This was the original intent, actually, of this farm, and that was just to get as much blackstone as possible so we don't have to go harvest it for the mega base. Thankfully, it is actually working out way better than I thought. The only unfortunate part is I wish I could AFK both at the same time, that being the gold and the this trading farm, but unfortunately I cannot do so. No big deal, we just have to work with what we got. So, I've got the blackstone that we need and a whole another shulker of it. The only problem is we don't get basalt. That would be a nice one to get. We got tons of crying obsidian and tons of regular obsidian, which I don't know what we're going to do with all this. But for now, I think we head back. We'll shut this down. Let's head back to the overworld. Oh, this one's filling up so fast. Let's head back to the overworld. Let's get started on the second story. We are good to go. It is time to fly on up. We don't need, thankfully, a crafting table for the items that we're about to use. And I say we just go ahead and do the main side, I guess. Actually, let's do this in order. Let's start with the north side, and we will work our way around as we finish construction. Everything up here is not unique, is uniform, so it is ready to go. And from that trading center, we now have, I don't think we'll need more than maybe 2 stacks for now. We'll go with 4. We now have an endless supply of blackstone. I say endless, semi-endless. We do have to AFK the gold farm, but then it is definitely endless. And we've got plenty of blackstone to get in inventory. Let's leave a little bit of space. So we've got to turn all of this into polish, at least. That is now all polished. We got an extra bit in here. And now we can turn a lot of it back into bricks. Now, how do we got? 1, 2, 5. That's 5. All right, perfect. We now have a inventory full of all the items we need, and we're just going to run up everything in these 3 chunks. All right, we've gone up a few rows here, and I just want to take a step back and look at it. Okay, and the only reason I'm doing that is because we forgot to do these basalt bits as we were going. So we're going to take a little bit of damage. You can see how many rows we've done. We just got to drop down and add those in all the way back up. Boom. The last block has been placed. We ran that shulker box down below completely out of resources, but it ended at the perfect time. Let's get a good view of this thing from over here. And it's actually kind of fun because we can run around. We don't have to fly around. That was nice. And here we go. Are you ready? That is a wall, folks. That is one heck of a black stone wall. So we do now know it takes one entire shulker of blackstone in order to finish up one of these walls. Interiors only, exteriors are to be determined. But one more shulker for here, here, and here, which means I've got plenty of work ahead of me, AFKing the Piglin Trading Hall. We are off to a brief update of something new that I wanted to run by you guys. As much as I do love the community member board, which is situated right in that alcove, I don't have a way of getting there. It is very difficult to, well, it's not difficult, I just haven't done it. But building a path to work now that I've done all the basalt work around here, I might put like a little lava pool here and just have a trickle of lava come down and fill in some of one of these spaces, have maybe come through here and down to this one, or shared flow down to there. I don't know, but what we're going to do is I'm going to actually move the community member board to a brand new location that I found and I thought was super neat. Let me show you. So I was digging and minding my own business when I discovered a little tunnel, and I did do a little bit of this myself, but we are going to break off from that roadway over here. We're going to work our way, maybe down and maybe cross right here, or across maybe even here. So we can come this way, and then we'll fix the up bit here. We're going to get some of these slabs in here. But anyways, we're going to come down here. We're going to go across this little guy here, up onto this, buy all of these things, bypass the original location. We got to watch that new river we're going to put in here. And then make your way around here, and we'll figure out all the details later. But this little nook here is a hole that I dug that attaches to an original mine shaft which ended here. This was the end of it. There was a wall here. I dug around and down just to have an outside connection. But this hallway snakes its way back up the side of the caldera within the mountainside itself. Now, I don't think I'll black the whole thing out in here, keeping it stone. So maybe we'll make a rough cobblestone texture, andesite, bring all the stone materials in. But then it arrives right here. And this is a pretty good lookout spot. It's a little higher in that one. It's a little alcove kind of tucked away in the top of this mountain. We'll fly over here and get a look at it from over here. But I think that is just asking to be a cool location. I was going to do something else with it, and then I thought, you know what? We're struggling with the community member board. So why don't we just move the board onto that wall there and pretty this up a little bit. I might have a little trickle of lava kind of falling off of here down through that and then into that pool or that pool, whichever. But I think we're going to go ahead and I'm going to work on the floor all the way up to that point right there. And we're going to decorate this guy up. So we're going to need a bunch of different items. Let me get those collected and I'll meet you guys over there. Now, I'm not going to focus on the path work that leads through here to here until we get all of the lava flows out here done, but we can continue to work through here with the blocks I have in my inventory here. I don't think we're going to need our shovel for anything. So let's go ahead and rearrange some things here. And I think these bricks might be a little dark. But for now, let's just get started by replacing this floor with the netherrack slash Tunnelll. And now we just work this way up, replacing this and adding in steps. We've done everything that we could get done with the resources we had in our inventory and for the time that we have today. I'm just dropping off the last little bits. We ran out of our basalt pillars, the smooth basalt pillars. And so I'm just going to call it quits. We're not giving up. We are taking a tactical pause because I think, well, we're running out of time today. So, oh my goodness, I almost went right through that lava. Let's go ahead and give this tunnel a little glance. Actually, let's go from the top. Coming in, spin around, and let's make our way through. I didn't get a lot of the decorations up to this point, so this is just basic floor all the way through. I'm not as happy as how steep this is, but to be able to make this smoother would require a lot more excavation in this area. But from here, around this corner, you can now see the beginnings. We're going to pick up a bunch of junk as we walk through here. But the beginnings of what this tunnel is going to look like. It matches the outside aesthetics. We've got the blackstone and the basalt holding up the... Oh, we forgot a pillar. Darn. Well, we'll fix that later, but we've got the aesthetics of the ground from outside, the floors, the pillars, the pretty much everything. We're going to add some vegetation in here, the little hangy vines from these bits, and some of the little grassy blocks maybe on the bottom. But I think this tunnel came out pretty good. We still need to decide how the exit's going to look. Yeah, definitely don't like that little square edge there, but we can bring some more pillars in, some more of the basalt pillars in here, and really shape this out. Have a little staircase leading up, perhaps in the same nether brick, or yeah, nether brick, whatever it is. Anyways, and we will go ahead and have a nice little pathway up and around. And before next time, I will come in here and not specifically finish this unless I have the time, but I'm definitely going to get the community member board for sure moved to its new location right up here on this face of this exit here. All right, well, that's going to do it for us today. I appreciate you coming in and hanging out with me today. Since you're still here hanging out, don't forget to check out the channel. We got some fun community activities, other series. Don't forget to check out the new Sunday or Saturday/Sunday survival series. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, share with your friends, and leave some kind words in the comments down below. As always, stay beautiful, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.